on C Street at the courthouse, Superior District Municipal, and that's Dano, Garth, and Jennifer. I got directions to go to court for the simple fact that for 3-4 months straight, now I'm at the Benton County Court. I'm going my way to the Social Security office to clear stuff up. This is the plat of Eugene F. Pratt, Sandy Son, Dick Cheney, Liz Cheney. That's Milan and Avak, E-V-A-K-T-U-R-P, International Airport, Moses Lake, Washington. That's Donald Trump and the wife Melina. And that's Barron, Eric, and also Tiffany Trump. And this is the processing plot. Mueller's Mediterranean is 1401 South Union, Kennewick, Washington. Cremator costs $85,000, and the plot that's on the wall worth more than that. This is Benton County Justice, 1983. County Commissioners, William E. Saber, Deborah L. Pillis Jones, and Mrs. Hemmings, Dorham, and Richard P.S. General Contractor. Now, Eugene F. Pratt, William S. Herbo, Deborah Jones, and this is Eugene F. Pratt. 9 untold tours of Vietnam, and disclosure Dick Cheney, Liz Cheney, Sandy Strong, Commissioner. So that's 1980 County Commissioners. That's William S. Serbo, District 1. Deborah A. Reyes, District 2. Ron Jones, District number 3. Now, Henry's Durham, Richard, and P.S. General Contracts and Lake Construction has been established in 1983. The Justice Department corridors, windows, and processing is upstairs. The Records Department is on the very right flank in the back building. The back left of side of the building, back entrance up in the car lifts, into the elevator, in the processing, into the database, the Microsoft program is the very left side. The very top of are hooked up to the somatic electrical units that are timed from the west, east, and south. And the court, Simon's Mall Court, is pretty much set up in several circumstances, as you can see. This is the pretense of coexistence of what was left behind the 9/11, September 11th, and that's Sandy Strong, Dick Cheney, Liz Cheney, and also the J. Mueller, Amy Mueller, and Moon Ganja. That's Amir, A-J-M-E-R, Singh, S-A-N-G-H, Nair, and Cimaron 592 Baker Fire Restaurant. You see there's nests and there's squirrels that coexist in the area. The food court is the Simon's Mall. Simon's Mall is right across the street. Red Lobster's across the street. Kavanaugh's is across the street. And the administration office is upstairs and the corridors. As you see, this is the judge's chambers, judge's area. The processing, downloading, irrigating systems. These have been here since George Washington was established, and afraid of Washington. George Washington was born and raised in Cherry Trees, Bravo Military Base, and Marine Corps on processing. This used to be a rest haven for Parkhurst, Forest Lawn, Roseville, Glendale, Crematorium, and Benton County Justice Department, 1983 County Commissioner Offices. William H. Cibro, Deborah E. Reyes, Ron John Hughes, Architect Durham Richard P.S., General Contractor, the Contract IC, Benton County Justice Department. And that's Sandy Strong and Dick Cheney and Liz Cheney, and Liz Cheney and Dick Cheney and Liz Cheney, and also the process for Patty Murray and Senator Cantwell. And that's Yakima, and they have a rest haven for these fallen September 11th, and that's J. Mueller at 1401 South Union, Kennewick, Washington. J. Mueller, Amy Mueller, and Highlands Middle School, Hawthorne Middle School, Hawthorne, and also Highlands Middle School, and also the Kennewick High School, and now it's called Chapel Falls, and it is still Chapel Falls, but the vegetation is still there, and it's not going anywhere. I think it looks pretty immaculate. I think it looks beautiful. I think it looks so fine. I mean, Mumu Ganja, Donald Trump, and Vok, they waited all this time and patience to expose the community and have the services set up and updated for Andy Miller at CO Benton, Washington, 509-735-3591. Since we got submitted some information, we can have it downloaded and have a decent conversation for not being attacked by police officers at the 1344 Base Insurance Company, police officers, chief of police, and also sheriffs. And the state patrolman just dropped me off, and that's Hatcher and Keene, and don't forget Taylor. It's pretty sophisticated information, and also being attacked over at the city hall, making things up, issuing warrants or rescinding orders and processing information and saying that warrants were outstanding. We have no tattoos, affiliations, no drugs, no diseases, gonorrhea, clot, syphilis, or SID, or any low sleep symptoms of AIDS. And this is processed at Samaritan Hospital in Moses Lake, Washington. Family medicine. And they have correspondence and are responsible for Washington federal guidelines, Washington state court rules, and the regulations on the upcoming events, and pretty much Microsoft 365, and that's Bill Gates' contact number, Andy Miller's contact number, the first and last of Ken 488-3314, Othello Police Department, Freda Police Department, Moses Lake Police Department, Kevin Fior, and he's chief of police and chief of police over in Othello. He has VIN numbers, last name, address, and he moved to a different address since he attacked me at the Cimaron 5 and the mayor's house at 1005 East Hammond. That's Sean Logan we brought upstairs. They're patting him down and questioning him for properly giving his authority and rights to remain silent and giving information out. It can be used against you in court of law. You have a right to get a public defender if you can't afford one, to provide one for you. And that really appreciates on the APR for the savings and checking account for Open Bank, Chase Bank, and U.S. Bank. And that's the Federal Current, Union Money, Hoppo, and Giza. And that's Verizon at Safeway. So that's a lot of processing.